So welcome back. This is a weekly update for MicroStrategy. So in this video, I want to go through the tax shenanigans that are happening with this company, and we're going to talk about the option activity, chart of the stock, and all of their offerings that they are doing weekly and reporting through the SEC. So let's start with this story where, yes, MicroStrategy won a Bitcoin rule change, not billions in tax bills. So for years, MicroStrategy founder Michael Saylor has been complaining that regulators have been unfairly forcing him to undervalue Bitcoin as a corporate asset. As of January 1st, 2025, he got his wish, and might have created unexpected multi-billion dollar tax bill in the process. Prior to 2025, Financial Accounting Board reporting standards for SEC filings classified MSTR BTC as indefinite-lived intangible asset. This designation required MicroStrategy as a public company to permanently mark down the value of its BTC when it declined in USD price. Permanently marked down, the company could never mark up the value again unless they actually sold the asset. So now you are able to mark it up, but at the same time, you don't want to pay taxes. Is that what's going on? But again, this is, you can read the story yourself, but this is probably going forward it's going to kick in 2026, I think. As of January 1st, FASB allows corporations to reclassify BTC, meaning that they may now record gains. So this is where a lot of people were hyping it. Okay, so it's going to, on their balance sheet, they're going to be profitable. They're going to pay dividend. It's going to be $1 trillion. Calm down, guys. Read the fine print. Companies can list their BTC holdings at their real dollar value as of the reporting date, including price changes from the quarter to quarter. Critically, if the MicroStrategy decides to opt into accounting standard based on their reclassification, it would mean that that would qualify for a new minimum tax. They could owe 15% unrealized taxes on its up to 17 billion in unsold BTC profits. So that's what's going on. So if you want them to be starting reporting positive earnings, and I mean the fact that a lot of people were fighting in the comment section with a lot of people, I think, when did they get into the NASDAQ 100 where NASDAQ had to buy, QQQ had to buy only like couple $1 billion worth of MSTR. And I brought you guys the filings that they are doing. They're like, yo, this is peanuts compared to what they want to sell. 21 billion. So 21 billion in assets offerings and 21 billion in bonds. I mean, look, they have been selling every single week, almost 1 billion so far. From that 21 billion that they want to dump, they have dumped on you guys 17 something. So they have 4.35 billion to go. Every week they have been trying. As soon as volatility is back, as soon as price moves a little bit, they're a little bit aggressive and they're selling 1 billion. So I'm going to give, again, I told this one about last time as well, 4 more weeks and see what happens. But then they came up with this one where 2.5 million Series A perpetual strike preferred stock. Well, preferred stock, what does preferred stock mean? So they have a preferential treatment over you guys as a common shareholders, okay? If anything happens, if anything goes under, these guys, these share owners, 22.5 million, these will get preferred treatment. That's what it is. But again, this is an offering, okay? You have to read the terms, conversion rights, redemption, dividend. I'm just hearing this perpetual strike. I'm hearing it for the first time. I don't remember I don't even looked it up. So you can go through, read it, what it is actually, what it means for you and for the company or for these people who are buying. But this came out, and then today, well, last week actually, I was going to talk about this one yesterday. With that 1.1 billion that they dumped, they bought 10,107 bitcoins at the average price of 105,000 $596. Now they have 471,000 Bitcoins at an average price of 64,500 Bitcoins. Okay, so that's out of the way. Every week, pretty much, you can come and take a look at the price action on that one. So far, it has still been basically option market buyers. I mean, the sellers market. Essentially, they're still selling calls. They're still selling puts. Put to call ratio, 139,000 calls traded, 92,000 puts traded. Volume has been actually declining on this one. This is what I have been noticing, and hence why the implied volatility have been coming down too. Look at it. So if you go take a look at my past videos, where I mean, we haven't seen the weekly contracts, monthly contracts dip below implied volatility, dip below 90%, 98%, 100%. So now this is where it's trading. So low hundreds and high 90s. So IV is crashing, and the last 5-6 trading sessions, this is the price action I'm watching. So yeah, 5, maybe 6 trading sessions, stock price in a downtrend so far, ultra short term. This is what I pay attention to: 50-day moving average, 5-day moving average, 20-day moving average. Unless stock trades above these levels, it's going to be in a downtrend for me. Again, these are purely my opinion. I'm not telling you to buy or sell, but these are my indicators as somebody who trades in and out. And these are, I mean, stock price below it. So if you're bullish, you need this name trading above in order to get back up to uptrend, into uptrend. So far, today's drop, not a significant 3.2%. Stock's range has been declining as well. So average true range for MSTR, you guys remember, it was 40s, 50s. So now it's $29. So if this stock moves less and less, range gets tighter, IV will keep crushing more and more. Year to date, 16% up. So I'm going to be watching from here. Well, yesterday's low probably was what? 322. If it goes below it, then I would watch 290 as a support. But at the same time, they have earnings coming up. Let's see what they have to say. But if you're bullish, again, resistance would be 366. It needs to get back above it, and it's having hard time with this 400. So it rejected here again a couple sessions back after big option expiration. So in terms of individual orders, are there people trying to bet to the upside or downside? Well, I'm not seeing much of contracts that are being like purchased aggressively one way or another. Most of them are sells. Like 50% of the 47% of the calls that are being traded that are pretty much delta between 0 and 20, and 46% for the puts as well. And if you take a look at the calls or puts that being purchased at the asking price, only 20% of that volume, which is not much. This is very, very low volume, I want to say. There are a bunch of spreads. I'm seeing some January 31st, like this week's. Are they being sold to the bidder or ask? So $240 calls for January 31st. So these are deep in the money. I'm not sure if there was any existing before. We can take a look actually. And they are just closing out those contracts. Let's take a look at 240. Yeah, it could be that this deep in the money is somebody who had open interest and they could be just selling out, because I'm seeing 5,000 open interest already, and today it traded 2,800. So yeah, option market does not look exciting to me so far. It could be a good opportunity to be in and out, but so far, I mean, year to date, yes, it's positive. You have this. So far, it made a high, pulled back, lower high, made a higher high. And is it a lower high? Is it going to break out now? Is it still in an uptrend? Looks like it, unless we go back to those yearly opening candles of these like to $9,300 levels actually. So if it picks a direction from here to the upside, I will still consider it in an uptrend. But so far, that's my update for MicroStrategy. These videos purely for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe. I will see you in the next update next week. Take care. Peace.